this is Susie Evans from Yoga Voyager. Welcome to today's class. Today's class is a special class. It's for people that are diagnosed with something called osteopenia, osteoporosis. 44 million people in the United States have that over the age of 50. There are 200 million people around the world that have it. 1 out of every 3 women over the age of 50 and 1 out of every 5 men over the age of 50 have that. For most people with osteopenia, osteoporosis, yoga is contraindicated. And this is a therapeutic class that we're going to do today, and it's not going to have any deep forward bends, there's not going to be any side bends, and there's not going to be any twisting of the thoracic or lumbar spine. So I will give you modifications for those poses. And now everybody can get from the floor to seated to a standing position. So this is also for you. If you can't do that, we're going to start off in the chair. We're going to do some poses using the chair as a prop. Then we're going to sit down in the chair and have Savasana in the chair. So go ahead and get comfortable. But before we get started, I have a special chair designed for yoga. And the way, when I sit in the back of the chair, my feet can be onto the floor. I want your feet comfortable on the floor. If your feet can't come onto the floor, you can bring a block and set your feet onto the block. Or you can also, if you don't have a block, you can use a book. Set the book underneath the feet. Now, I don't have a back to my chair. Some of you might have a back to your chair, and that back might be kind of hard. So you can take a blanket, just kind of set it over like that, and then lean into the blanket, and I'll give you some more cushion. So we're going to go ahead and begin, right? Putting the hands into the lap, taking the shoulders up and back, and closing our eyes. We're getting into that Ujjayi pranayama of nice deep breaths going in and out the nose. This is depth breaths we'll be taking with us throughout our yoga practice today, and really these breaths are very important. Without the breaths, we're not doing yoga. We're just doing Eastern calisthenics from India. So it's very important to stay connected to that breath. And I want you to think of this class as a yoga buffet. I'm going to be mentioning safety cues first. In a therapeutic class, this is really important. We want the knees to be above the ankles. We don't want them over the toes. That knee is a fragile joint. Also, in this type of class, we want the spine to be straight. So you'll hear me cue the words hips squared forwards, hips squared to the right and left side of the wall. Anytime in life we do a slight forward bend, we want to lock the abdominals. That's going to protect that low back. Also, keeping the ears, shoulders, and hips stacked will also keep that spine straight. After that, it's my job of thinking of the ways I can stretch and strengthen you, and your job is to personalize this class. You do that by picking and choosing my suggestions that are right for you and your body, disregarding those that are not right for you and your body, and yet your body gets nourished. And most importantly, your body is a teacher. I'm not the teacher here. Your body's the teacher, and your body's the only place you're ever going to live. So you need to listen to that body. As we go into these poses, we want to go into them slowly and gently, with sensation, never assuming depth. Our bodies are actually asymmetric, and they're different on each side. One side's more flexible and one side's more tight. And we want to listen to that tight side and not go into the depth of the more flexible side. So as we've gotten into the rhythm of that breath, go ahead and open the eyes on up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get the upper body engaged by inhaling the hands up into field goal position. Exhale, give yourself a gentle hug, drop the chin on down. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the elbows up slightly. And exhale like you're a graceful ballerina, coming all the way down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling, give yourself a hug, drop the chin on down. Inhaling, lifting the chin, lifting the elbows up. And exhaling on down. Again, inhale, field goal position. Exhale, give yourself a hug, drop the chin down. Inhale, lift the chin, lift the elbows up. And exhaling on down. Continuing to warm the body, we're going to warm the sides. We're going to hold on to the chair with the left hand and just reach the right hand up and just reach for that length. You're going to feel this, the back muscles elongate. And exhale the hand down. We're going to hold on with the right hand and lift up the left hand. We're going to reach for that length. And exhaling, slowly coming on down, nice and slow. All right, we're gonna come to the edge of the chair here. We're gonna have the feet farther out. We're gonna prop the chest up. We're gonna hold on to the chair. We're gonna do some windshield wipers by moving the knees to the right and turning the chin to the left. Again, you're going slow and controlled. What this is doing is it's getting the ankles, the knees, the hips, the low back, the shoulders, and the neck gently warming up. Come back to the center, extend the legs in front of you, flex those toes. If you feel comfortable, you can reach the hands up. Drop those shoulders down, stretching the back of that body. And slowly come back. All right, we've done a little mini warm-up. So we're gonna go ahead as we get from a seated to standing position. Stay connected to your breath, and please take your time. So we're gonna go ahead and come on up. We're gonna take our chair. We're gonna put it onto the front of the mat. We wanna be sure that all four corners of the chair are on the mat and they're not on the floor, because if you're like us and you have a wood floor, they're very pretty, but they're very slippery as well. We wanna be sure that you're safe here. We wanna be sure that the chair is not on a bunched up mat or anything that can cause a tripping hazard, and hopefully that you're on a nice flat surface. You want the chair to be on a nice flat surface. So we're gonna go ahead and begin by inhaling the hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. Now some people, they enjoy a little back extension. This is a gentle one. If that's you, you can inhale, you can reach for that length, then squeeze those glutes, maybe go back just a centimeter, palms together, exhaling down. Again, inhaling the hands up, reaching for that length, maybe squeezing the glutes, maybe going back a centimeter, palms together, exhaling down, thumbs against the sternum and eyes closed. We're in mountain prayer. Now, not every pose is going to be for everybody, and I'm going to let you use that judgment, and it's okay to skip a pose in any class that you take. Mountain prayer is a very safe place for you to come to. If you feel a pose is not right for you in your body, you can stay connected to that breath. Very gently open the eyes. All right, we're going to begin in chair pose. So our feet are going to be about hips width apart. That's easiest. If you need to hold on to the chair, you can with the left hand. You can inhale the hand up, or you can bring both hands up, or you can bring the hands forward and bend the knees. The knees are over the ankles, or not over the toes. The weight of the body's in the heels. So from here, for bone density purposes, we can press those hips together. It'll strengthen the hips and the pelvis. We can isometrically strengthen the abdominals by pressing the belly in and down. We can strengthen the shoulders and the upper back muscles called the lats by reaching those hands forward. Stay connected to that breath. Go ahead and release the hands, come on up, and drop the left hand down. Now we're not doing a side bend, but we're doing a modification by reaching up with that right hand and maybe pressing down with that right foot. Isometrically, you're gonna feel that in the upper thigh. That'll strengthen that femur. You can stay connected with those deep breaths in and out. Go ahead and bring the left hand up, float the right hand down. Inhale, reach gently with that left hand, and exhale, press that left foot into the mat. Again, you're gonna feel that on that upper thigh. Stay connected to that breath. Go ahead and release that left foot. Bring both hands up, reaching for that length, palms together. Interlace the fingers and press up. This is for the fingers, the palms, the wrist, and the shoulders. And exhale, all the way down. Nice and slow. All right, we're going to continue our flow going into star pose. So the feet are on either edge of the mat. We're going to press the feet into the mat. Isometrically, you're going to feel the legs engage and contract. The arms are going to come out like wings at shoulders height. You can reach with that right hand, reach with that left hand. You're going to feel those back muscles engage. Last but not least, we're going to envision the crown of the head moving up towards that ceiling. They say there's nothing healthier for our skeleton, a little gentle traction. That's exactly what we're providing here. While we're holding the pose and pressing and reaching, we're not holding that breath. Go ahead and relax the hands on down, have the feet hips width apart again. We're going to go into a modified camel, which is going to strengthen those back muscles. So have the hands on the low back with the fingers pointing down. And when we prop the chest up, you can feel that spine decompress. That's important. Then allow the elbows to come in midline until you feel it right here in those lat muscles. And then when you feel that, you're going to hold that and isometrically strengthen those lat muscles. Stay connected with that breath. And release the hands. We're going to go into Warrior One. If you need to hold on to the chair, it's there for you. We're going to step, the right foot is in the front, the left foot is in the back. Have the hips square towards the front of the room to keep that spine straight. And take an inhale, and exhale, bending that knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The hips are squared towards the front of the room, the ears, shoulders, and hips are stacked. So from here we have options. If you want to strengthen the left glute and the right hip, you can press them towards each other gently. If you want to strengthen the abdominals, you can press the belly in and down. You want to create a little space in that neck, just reach the hands up and soften those shoulders down. You've got muscles in the hands, you can gently spread those fingers. If you like a gentle stretch of that upper back, have the pinky and elbows come in midline. We're feeling the strength in that right quadricep, hip and glute, the abdominals, the shoulders. Go ahead and straighten the front leg. Go ahead and bring the hands onto the hips. And very slowly, keeping the spine straight, we're going to turn both hips towards the left wall. And as we do that, we're going to adjust that back left foot. That front foot's still where it's at. Bring the arms out like wings as we come into Warrior Two. You're going to look over that right shoulder, that right elbow, that right middle finger. Take an inhale and gently bend the knee. That right knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes, and the hips are squared towards the wall. So from here we have options. Some people like a wider stance. And if that's you, the back foot, which is the left foot, can scissor back. You can hold on to the chair if you need to do that. Do tend to lean forward so the back hand, which is the left hand, can come back a little bit. We can soften the neck by taking the shoulders up and drawing them down. And that front middle fingers are focal point. We're going to go ahead and straighten the front leg, and we're going to go into triangle. We want to hinge with the hip and not the spine. That's important. Take an inhale, hinge forward, dropping that right hand onto the chair, lifting the left hand up. Have the left hand face towards the front of the room and reach that left arm. That's going to get those left obliques. You can also press back with that left foot. You're going to get the inner leg engaged. We're still breathing nice and deep. Come back with that left hand. Bring the arms out like wings at shoulders height. Take an inhale. Rebend that right knee. We're going to go into reverse warrior by dropping the left hand onto the left hamstring. The right palm flips up and slowly come up. Again, you can reach straight up and down. You can press that foot into the mat. Those are all options. You're going to feel that in that upper thigh if you do that. Keeping the hands where they're at, we're just going to continue our flow by straightening that front leg. This is called reverse triangle. Now you can reach straight up and down. If you want to get the abdominal stretch, you can lean back slightly. That's an option. You can also strengthen that right foot by pressing that right big toe into the mat. You're going to feel those muscles and the feet activate. And if you're pressing with that toe, just release that. Allow the arms to come back like wings at shoulders high. Take an inhale. Coming back into Warrior Two. We can strengthen the shoulders by taking the palms up as we inhale and exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. To come right back where we started in Warrior One, drop the hand onto the chair. Slowly take that left hand, bringing both hips forward. When you feel comfortable, you can release that hand. Go ahead and have the hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, taking the shoulders up and down and pressing the hand between the legs. This is strengthening those round boy muscles, which are in that deep upper back. Stay connected with that breath. To come out of it, go ahead and hold on to the chair, straighten that right leg, holding onto the chair, scissor that left foot on in. We're going to play with a little balance today. We're going to go into tree pose. So we're going to come on over here to the right side, and that left foot is the standing foot. We're going to press it into the mat. We're going to hold on with that left hand. We're gonna lock the belly. We're gonna find a focal point about 3 feet away on the ground. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna bring the right heel onto the left ankle. Holding onto the chair with the left hand, you can reach that right hand up. You can drop the shoulder. You can spread the fingers. And this is about the standing leg. As we age, we lose 2 things. We lose flexibility and balance. And yoga is great because it allows us to maintain that quality of life. Go ahead and come back down. Go on to the other side. So now we're going to come on over here to the left side. The right foot is a standing foot. We're going to press that into the mat. We're going to hold on with the right hand. Again, the abdominals are locked and that focal point is about 3 feet away. And whenever you're ready, just bring that left heel onto the right ankle. And if you feel comfortable, go ahead and raise that left hand up, drop the shoulders, spread those fingers. And exhale, come on down, nice and slow. And come back to the center. We're gonna do something called a half eagle because we store a lot of tension in the back of the heart. And this will help release that. So take the hands on up, reach for that length. Have the left hand come in front of you at a right angle. Take the hinge of the right arm, gently set it underneath, interlacing to what feels comfortable to you. Now if you can't do that because of your shoulders, just give yourself a self-hug like we did earlier. So whether you're giving yourself a self-hug or you're into eagle pose, take the shoulders up and gently out, maybe even closing the eyes. Take a nice big inhale, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling. If the eyes are closed, gently open the eyes. Carefully, either way, unwind the hands, reaching up for that length, palms together, looking up with the lifted palms. Exhale the chin and those hands down. All right, we're gonna do that again on the left side. So we're gonna inhale the hands up. We're gonna reach that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. Again, that back extension is an option. You can inhale the hands up. You can reach for that length, maybe squeeze the glutes, maybe go back a centimeter. Palms together, exhaling on down. Again, inhaling, reaching for that length, maybe squeezing the glutes, maybe going back. Palms together, exhaling down, thumbs against the sternum and eyes closed. At the beginning of class, we mentioned that mountain prayer is there for you. Again, if a pose does not feel right to you in your body, please skip the pose and come right here and then continue on when you're ready. Go ahead and open the eyes on up. I believe we started off in chair pose, and we'll go ahead and inhale the hands up. If you need to hold on, you can hold on with the right hand this time. Inhale, exhale, bending the knees. The knees are over the ankles or not over the toes. The weight of the body is in the heels. Hips are squared forward. So from here we have options. Again, we can press those hips together. It strengthens the hips and the pelvis. We can isometrically strengthen the abdominals by pressing the belly in and down. We can strengthen the shoulders and the lat muscles by reaching those arms forward gently. Stay connected to that breath. Go ahead and inhale the hands up. Drop the right hand, let it rest. Again, no side bends. We can inhale and reach with that right hand. Exhale, press that left foot into the mat. So we're reaching with the left hand and pressing. We're stretching and strengthening at the same time. Go ahead and release that left foot. Float the left hand down, float the right hand up. Inhale, reach that right hand. And maybe press that right foot into the mat. Again, you're going to feel that on that upper thigh. Stay connected to that breath. Release that right foot, bring the left hand up, reach for that length, palms together, interlace the fingers and press it up. And exhaling on down, nice and slow, just taking your time. We're gonna go back into star pose, so the feet are on the outer edges of the mat. Again, we're gonna press both feet into that mat. Isometrically, you're gonna feel the legs contract. Take the arms out like wings at shoulders height. And reach with the right hand, reach with the left hand. You're going to feel the back muscles engage. Again, the belly can be locked in. You can envision the crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. We're moving in all different directions here, isometrically strengthening the entire skeleton. And release. Bring the feet back to the center, hips width apart. We're going to go into camel to strengthen those lat muscles. So go ahead and have the hands on the low back with the fingers pointing down. Prop the chest up. You can feel that spine decompress. And then very gently bring those elbows together until you feel those lat muscles again, those back muscles. And then hold the pose, but don't hold that breath. Just strengthening that upper back. And release. If you need to hold on to the chair, it's there for you. We're going to continue our flow into Warrior One. The left foot now is the front foot. We're going to step back with the right foot, but the hips are squared forward. Take a nice big inhale as we reach up, and exhale, bending the left knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. So the hips are squared forward. So from here, we have options again. If you want to strengthen the right glute and that left hip, you can press them towards each other. You can isometrically strengthen the abdominals by pressing the belly in and down. You can soften the neck by reaching the hands gently and taking those shoulders down, creating a lot of space in that neck. We can gently spread the fingers apart, so help us open up those jars. We can also broaden the back by allowing the pinky and elbow to come in midline, giving a gentle stretch to the back of those shoulders. And come on down. You can hold on to the chair if you need to. Put both hands on both hips and turn the hips towards the right wall, adjusting that back right foot. Allowing the arms to come out like wings as we go into Warrior Two. We're looking over that left shoulder, that left elbow, that left middle finger. Take an inhale and bend that left knee. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. So from here we have options. If you want a scissor back and you need to hold on to the chair, the back foot, which is now the right foot, you can scissor that back a little bit. We do tend to lean a little forward, so the back hand, which is the right hand, can come back so that spine is straight. We can soften the neck by taking the shoulders up and drawing them down. We're feeling the strength in the shoulders, we're feeling it in the left hip, quadricep and glute. And slowly straighten the front leg. So we go into triangle, just a reminder to hinge with that left hip and not do any side bends. Take an inhale, hinge forward, dropping the left hand onto the chair, floating the right hand up. Now go ahead and have the right hand face towards the front of the room and gently reach forward. You're going to feel that in the right obliques. The back foot, which is the right foot, if we press that into the mat, you're going to feel the inner right leg strengthening. Stay connected with that breath. Come back to the center, have the arms out like wings at shoulders height. We're going to go into reverse warrior. Take an inhale. Bend that left leg. The knee is over the ankle, it's not over the toes. The back hand, which is the right hand, can come onto the right hamstring. The left hand palm comes up and slowly reach up. Then reaching up, maybe pressing that left foot in to isometrically strengthen the top of that thigh, or that left leg. If you're pressing with that foot, just release, keeping the hands where they're at. We're going to straighten that front leg. Now we're in reverse triangle. Again, you can reach straight up and down. You can lean back slightly, that's safe. And give you a nice stretch of the abdominals. We can strengthen that left foot by pressing that left big toe into the mat. Those are all options to strengthen the bones. If you're pressing with the toe, just release. Allow the arms to come back like wings. That left and middle fingers are focal point. Take an inhale. Coming back into Warrior Two. Let's strengthen those shoulders again, or you can skip it. You can just stay here in Warrior Two. You can inhale the palms up, exhale palms down. Inhale palms up, exhale palms down. Inhale palms up, exhale palms down. We'll hold it for a few breaths. To come into Warrior One, the left hand's on the right, or left hand's on the chair, the right hand and both hips come up and overhead. If you want to strengthen those rhomboids, have the hands come behind the back, interlace the fingers, take the shoulders up and down and press the hand between the legs. Again, we're isometrically strengthening those rhomboid muscles. And then come out of it, put your hands onto the chair, straighten that left leg, and take your time scissoring the right foot back. We're going to continue with balance. We're going to begin this time on the left side. So the right foot's the standing foot. Press that into the mat. Hold on to the chair with the right hand. Have the abdominals locked. Find that focal point 3 feet away. And then very gently lift that left heel onto the right ankle. And take the left hand up and reach for that length. Drop the shoulder down. Spread the fingers. Again, this is strengthening that standing right leg. Get a nice hip opener of that left hip. And slowly come down. We'll move on over to the other side. Now we're on the right side. That left foot's a standing foot. We're going to press that into the mat. We're going to hold on with the left hand. We're going to lock the abdominals, find that focal point 3 feet away. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and put the right heel onto the left ankle, and then take the right hand up, reaching for that length, dropping the shoulders down, maybe spreading those fingers apart. And release. We're going to come back to the center and finish up and that half eagle. So inhale the hands up, reaching for that length, drop the right arm in front of you, take the hinge of that left arm and put it underneath, intertwining. Again, if you can't do that, just give yourself a self-hug. That's going to work. Whether you're giving yourself a self-hug or you're into eagle pose, have the shoulders up and out. Again, close your eyes. Back of the heart is our focus. We want to release that tension there. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale out through that nose. Just let it go. Visualize that tension melting away. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Go ahead and open those eyes very slowly. Either way, unwind the hands. Reaching up for that length. Palms together. Exhaling down to heart center. All right, we're going to finish out with our half sun salutations by inhaling the hands up, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. And if you enjoy that back extension, it's there for you. You can inhale, you can reach for that length, squeeze the glutes, maybe go back just a centimeter, palms together, exhaling down. Again, inhaling, reaching up for that length, maybe squeezing the glutes, maybe going back a little bit. Palms together, exhaling down, thumbs against the sternum and eyes closed. Now we can just chill out here. Take a few breaths. And very gently begin to open those eyes. We're going to come into a seated position. So we're going to take the chair back to where we were. We're going to sit on the edge of the chair. We're going to strengthen the abdominals and an important muscle called the psoas muscle. So have the hands under the shoulders and prop the chest up. Again, that decompresses the spine. Have the belly in. We're going to go into a modified chair boat pose by lifting the left leg up. This is going to strengthen that belly. Press that belly in. If you want to get the right obliques and you feel comfortable, reach the right hand and reach that. Have it below the shoulders so you can feel the obliques, which are the muscles on the sides and not those shoulders. Come on back. Give yourself a hug, drop the chin down, close the eyes. We're going to do one more on the other side. And I like boat pose again because it strengthens the abdominals and that very important muscle on the hip called the psoas. Go ahead and open the eyes, lift the chin back up, have the hands under the shoulders and prop the chest up. Lock the belly in to go into our chair boat pose. Lift up the right leg this time. And then take the left arm if you feel comfortable. We're reaching that arm, but be sure it's below the shoulders and not above the shoulders. And release, give yourself a hug, drop the chin down, close the eyes. It's all downhill from here. Stay connected to those breaths. Go ahead and open the eyes. In the beginning of class, we talked about we don't do any spinal twisting. This modified exercise stretches the right and left sides of the body without twisting the spine at all. So have the right hand go behind the right glute, and it's going to come onto the fingertips because we've got muscles in the fingers too. We want to come onto those fingertips. It's going to help keep that spine straight. Just rest the left hand into the left leg, keeping the shoulders squared forward. Nothing's going to turn but the neck, and turn and look towards that left wall. You're going to feel a nice stretch on the right side of the neck, the shoulders, the lat muscles, the ribs, the kidney band, and we're also strengthening the fingers of the right hand. And come on back with that chin and release. We're going to hold on to the chair with the left hand and just reach that right hand up. Again, we're not doing a side bend. We did this at the beginning of class, just to stretch and elongate those back muscles. And float the right hand down. This time we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So have the left hand come onto the fingertips behind that left glute. Activate those fingers. Place the right hand onto that front leg, the right leg, and keep the shoulders square forward. Now, the only thing we're turning here, the spine is going to be completely straight, but we're going to turn and look over the right shoulder. So now you've got to stretch to the left side of the body, the left shoulder, all the way down to the kidney band. Come on back. Go ahead and have the right hand on to the chair, lifting up the left hand and just reaching up. No side bends, but you're stretching the left side of the body as if you were doing a side bend. And come on down, nice and slow. Go ahead and have the knees or the feet come together, open those knees out. Lift the chest up, visiting the crown of the head up towards the spine. Maybe allowing the index finger and thumb to touch, resting them on the lap. And last but not least, if you want to stretch the back of that neck, allow that chin to come towards the collarbone. We're doing a seated bound cobbler in the chair. And go ahead and bring the chin back up, release the hands. We're going to sit on the back of the chair now. We finish our warm-ups here. So we're nice and comfortable in the back of that chair. Go ahead and bring the hand, index finger and thumb to touch. Close the eyes. For the first time in class, we're going to stop breathing deeply. We're coming back to the natural rhythm of the breath. Yoga is always about the process of that breath. So just take a moment here. We prepare for Savasana. And Savasana isn't where we fall asleep. Savasana is actually a time of conscious relaxation. Everything we just did, the deep breaths, the poses, have properly prepared us for this time of great healing. Go ahead and rest your hands any position that you would like. I want you to be nice and comfortable. If you need to put a block under the feet, feel free. If you want to take that blanket and wrap yourself around that blanket, feel free to do that. I want you to think about the crown of your head and your scalp. Relax and release that area. The forehead and the area between the brow. Just relax and release. Cheeks and the nose. Relax and release. The jaws, neither the upper nor lower teeth are touching. The tongue is resting softly on that lower palate. Just relax and release the jaws. Front of the throat and the back of that neck. Just relax and release. The shoulders, take them up and draw them down, creating some space in that neck. Just relax and release those shoulders. Top of the arm, the biceps, the triceps, and the elbows. Just relax and release. The forearms and the wrist. Just relax and release. The hands, the palms of the hands, the fingers and fingertips. Just relax and release them onto your lap. Coming back up to the upper chest and the upper back. Just relax and release. The abdominals and that low back. Just relax and release. The pelvis, the sits bones, and the glutes. Just relax and release. The hips. Please relax, release, and gently melt those hips all the way down. Top of the legs, the quadriceps, the hamstrings, the knee and the area behind the knee. Just relax and release into the chair. The lower legs, the shins, the calves, and the ankles. Just relax and release. And finally, our feet. The most humble servant of all. Our feet take us everywhere we need to go every day. So please relax, release, and gently melt the feet, the soles of the feet, the toes and the tips of the toes, either on your block or on the ground. I want you to tune into your body and see if there might be an area that might need some tension, that still might have that. If there is, please relax and release that area. Your bodies are completely relaxed, but we're focused on that breath. I'm going to share 3 techniques that people like to use, but of course if you have your own, feel free to personalize. Some people, as they inhale through the nose, feel the cool, dry air come through the nose and the back of the throat. And when they exhale, the warm, moist air coming out of the throat, out of the nose. Some people like to envision their lungs as if they're a balloon, and when they inhale, the lungs gently inflate, and when they exhale, gently deflate. Some people, they enjoy color. When they inhale, they see the color blue. When they exhale, the color red. When you have that occasional thought, which is normal, just smile, catch that thought, release it, and redirect your focus right back onto that breath. Our bodies are completely relaxed, and we're focusing on our breath. I'm going to slowly count from 1 to 5. With each count, I want you to go deeper and deeper into that very healing time of conscious relaxation, which I'm going to be quiet and let you enjoy the next couple of minutes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Enjoy this time. Keeping the eyes closed, I'm going to count backwards from 5 to 1. With each count, just very gently bring your body back into awareness. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the eyes closed, gently wiggle the fingers, gently wiggle the toes, and relax the fingers, and relax the toes. Only halfway, very softly begin to open the eyes, and gently close the eyes. Taking a nice big inhale to the nose, followed by a nice cleansing exhale, just sighing out through that nose. Very softly begin to open the eyes, but be very, very still. Again, we're enjoying the peace and tranquility we brought today in our yoga class. All right, let's inhale the hands up one final time, reaching for that length, palms together, exhaling down to heart center. And maybe raise both corners up, mouth up, and smile. You did a great job today. I want to thank you for taking your time and sharing part of your day with me. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.